Well, a very good morning to you and welcome to the Upton Steel County Ground for coverage of this tour match between India, or an Indian team, and Leicestershire. The current state of play is that India have declared overnight, or the Indians as they're referred to in this game, have declared overnight on 364 for 9, a lead of 366, so Leicestershire will bat their second innings on this final day of the match. There is far side of the field, he's up to the wicket bowls, that's left outside off stump.
Yadav.
That's Yadav, yes, to bowl. Kicks up his heels, Siraj. And there's the cut, and that's 4. That's a nice shot. He's waited for the bad ball. We spoke about Azad being able to let the bowler come to him. And even though the ball's gone outside, past the outside edge a few times, when the bad ball came and he just dropped his length a little bit too short.
Oh,
that's just guided behind the man at backward point that's going to rush away for 4. He's moving across his stumps.
maybe in their minds, probably. In goes Bumrah, bowls down the leg side, helped neatly on its way by Gill, unfussily. Leicester's new 17-year-old leg-spinning all-rounder.
Oh, whilst outside off stump, there's a nick on that, is there? The Indian players are celebrating and the umpire's finger goes up. Well, Azad is not happy with that by the looks of things. He stood and stared at the umpire. It was a delayed call from the umpire there. But Azad has to walk off, looking rather rueful as he does.
Is in and bowls onto the legs of Shubman Gill, who works it nicely through mid-wicket. Then he hesitates for a second because perhaps he thought that mid-wicket was going to get...
Thacker will continue, and that hits the pads, and that might run away for 4. There's a big chase on, and that beats the fielder. I think it's Siraj down here, and yeah, it is, and it beat him. That's a nice shot. Pushed down the ground, didn't need to push at it too much, and it's going to run away. It's going to beat the fielder, who I think takes the sensible decision, as you were saying, Richard, a few moments ago, not to unnecessarily dive. He was probably going to lose the battle anyway. That's a lovely shot. It's nicely driven. He's on top of that, Gill. Oh, it's misfielded. Rushes away for 4. I could hear the oohs and the ahs from the crowd, as that should have been taken. That's nicely played that time, and that's going to rush away for 4. It was a poor ball, Thacker dragging the length back a little bit too much, and he swivelled on his heels, Sam Evans, and...
A deep mid-wicket. Ashwin tosses that one up, and he is slog swept out towards deep mid-wicket, and he is dropped, and it runs over the ropes down there. I think he got his... There is no run. Ashwin is in. Gill is down the wicket again. He is lofting it again. This time he has hit it rather wider and rather further as well. Bounces in front of the advertising hoardings and then over them towards the meet.
Wagner looks very, very good. That's uppish. He'll get 4 for it, but it wasn't convincing from Evans at all. That has been the story of his innings so far. It's nicely driven, just over pitched.
50.
It's going to rush away for 4. That's Gill's 50. It's come off 68 deliveries, 5 4s and a 6. The Indian flag raised in the Upton Steel ground, fluttering in the breeze. Gill this time glancing that through mid-wicket. That's 4, and that's perfect timing. You can tell that he's nicely in. That was, he waited for that from Siraj. It's a prime example of it.
Yep.
Through the covers, finding the gap, waiting for the bad ball from Siraj, who again was just probably a foot too over pitched, and he leant into it. Gill. Well, that was less convincing. He's going to get the same result for it. 4 runs behind square.
One more delivery in the over. Bowles tosses it right up, lifted over to deep backward square and straight into his hands by Shubman Gill. Well, would you believe it? Last ball before lunch. Perhaps he'd been told you will bat if you're in, you bat the morning. And the very last ball, he went down on one knee. Tried to slog sweep our Ashwin.
Testing those shoulders, Bumrah. Oh, gets the nick, does he? Big appeal.
I think the glass in those windows is now rather stronger than it might have been. Then should be stumped, is stumped. Evans, he went dancing down the pitch, tried to work it away down the leg side. It may have just turned a bit down the leg side. Either way, he missed it. It was taken by KS Bharat, and Evans looked back, not so much in anger as in sorrow. He was... Again, might just be holding in the wind as well. In he goes, and both slightly quicker and flatter, and forced off the back foot by Vihari. Past extra cover, should go all the way. It is, although he didn't overhit it, didn't really punch it. Louis Kimber faces as Jadeja goes in, bowls slightly wide, and Kimber just reaches out, big tall man, and punches it away through the offside. And it was always going to be for pretty much from the moment Kimber.
It's crazy quick, that.
He is in and bowls down the wicket goes. Viharin lofts him over. Oh, long off for 6.
And that's a nice drive from Kimber, 4 runs. He's a big, tall man, gets a big stride in. It's Krishna, big, tall man, comes in, and that's flashed away. Not overly convinced by the stroke, but...
India by population.
Kimber again late on that, and again gets 4. Guided away. That looked a little bit more deliberate.
Jadeja is in, he goes back, he appeals for a leg before. It was going a long way down the leg side for me, and there was certainly no appeal.
Viharin, it's Kimber facing Krishna, and he's playing that behind square again for 4. That one was more convincing. That's the 3rd stroke he's played in. Kimber playing behind square again on the offside. This time he's getting on top of the shots. He looks far more in control.
He goes again. Kimber goes back and forces out into the offside, and he's got it through. Shot. He's got it through. Nice piece of placement through point, and although the fielder
over 6 yards of running, trying to dodge him. Oh, and it's drop catch. Oh, that's going to sting the hands. He's going to get 4 for it as well. Came down the pitch, smacked it back at Jadeja.
Vihari. Not really spiced with anything too much. He tries to play that one into the leg side. He's gone. He has gone. It came off the pad, mainly. Top of the pad, looped up high, and KS Bharat reaching up behind him as he scooted away to his left side, to the leg side, and players from abroad.
Shot. That's a lovely shot, clipped through the leg side. For 4 runs, Yadav just... I thought it was going to be a little bit closer, but the ball was always... Did they really?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Goodness me. Yadav. Ball's driven down the ground. It's a glorious shot. And there's 50 for Louis Kimber. He started off looking a little bit all at sea against a quality attack. But in all honesty, I think it was the moment where he got hit in the head that really sort of sharpened him up. Yadav to continue. Oh, and it's a big swing. He's missed that. And it runs away.
Not that it matters. Thakur is in and bowls. Perfect line and length, but not enough movement to trouble the batter. Kimber defends it. Miku has been back in touch. She says, true, getting Shubman to play for the county would be difficult. But don't you think there are players like Sarfaraz Khan, who averages 86 in first-class cricket, Priyank Panchal, Abhimanyu, Ishant Sharma? This would boost their India chances in the same way Pujara did.
I think that's where...
we're shaking hands.
Ah, there we go.
A good point